Citizens and residents of St. Kitts and Nevis, good day. I bring to you the post-Cabinet briefing for Cabinet meeting held Monday, April 12, 2010. This week's meeting of the Cabinet of Ministers commenced with a comprehensive report by the Minister responsible for national security, the Honourable Sam Conda, supported by Dr. Nigel Wilson, Special Advisor in that ministry. The Minister underscored the deep concern of his ministry regarding the continuing spate of violence in the Federation and presented an overview of police reports in recent criminal activity in the Federation. He surmised that while government continues for many years to place increasing emphasis on national security in material and institutional investment terms, it is clear that the efficiency and responsiveness of the security forces need to be reinvestigated. In that regard, the Minister and the Special Advisor proceeded with the presentation of a full report of an investigation into the efficiency and effectiveness of the national security forces, outlining the most critical findings of that investigation. The human and physical resources, coordination and communication, discipline and control, leadership and community policing were the principal areas held under review. The Minister concluded his report by discussing a manageable number of practical recommendations which he said would not necessarily demand additional resources, but which would drastically improve the quality and scope of delivery of the security forces. These recommendations broadly include restructuring the crime-fighting units to improve synergy and achieve greater overall effectiveness, reorganizing human resources in both the defense force and the police force, reinforcing and further underscoring law enforcement activities. Cabinet received a comprehensive overview of the plans for St. Kitts and Nevis to participate in the World Expo 2010 to be held in Shanghai, China, from May 1st to October 31st, 2010. The theme for the exposition will be Better City, Better Life. It is expected to generate the largest number of visitors in the history of the world's expositions. More than 190 countries and more than 50 international organizations have registered to participate in the Shanghai World Expo. Almost 100 foreign leaders and about 70 million people from across the world are expected to visit the event. St. Kitts and Nevis is hoping to benefit tremendously through its participation from this unprecedented platform to promote itself by disseminating information on our tourism, culture, and investment climate. Specifically, our participation will showcase opportunities for international investors on all continents to partner with local stakeholders. It will showcase craftspersons, musicians, agro-processors, farmers, manufacturers, and our financial services sector. Our heritage sites, the scenic railway tour, our cuisine, our music festival, carnival and culturama, and all of our touristic sites such as Romney Manor and the Sky Safari will be on display for the world to see. Chairman of the Cabinet and Minister of Finance, Dr. Denzil Douglas, reported on the findings and conclusions of the joint meeting of the OECS Authority and the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, the ECCB, Monetary Council, held in St. John's, Antigua on Friday, April 8th. Prime Minister Douglas reported that the meeting was updated on plans to create an economic union among member countries of the OECS and said that he viewed such a union among countries of the sub-region as a core-requisite, if not a prerequisite, for full economic integration at the level of CARICOM. The joint meeting benefited from a presentation by the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank on recent economic and financial developments in the sub-region and some projections for the months ahead. A progress report was received on the 8-point stabilization and growth program for the Eastern Caribbean states agreed to in September of last year. This program consists of the following points: suitably adapted financial programs for each country, fiscal reform programs, debt management programs, public sector investment programs, social safety net programs, financial safety net programs, amalgamation of the indigenous commercial banks in the sub-region, rationalization, development, and regulation of the insurance sector. The Prime Minister reported that in-depth discussions were conducted on the situation with CLECO and British American, two insurance firms with vast operations across the OECS and which have contributed to the financial problems plaguing the parent company CL Financial in Trinidad and Tobago, and the entire fiscal space. The Minister of Finance concluded his report by reaffirming the commitment of the government to work with regional agencies to strengthen the financial and economic systems of St. Kitts and Nevis and of the wider OECS region. This, he says, calls for mature, longer-term visioning and planning that look beyond the 5-year cycle associated with our political systems. In furtherance of the necessary coordination of the financial and economic planning and sharing of information between the Nevis Island Administration, the NIA, and the federal government, a joint cabinet meeting of both governments has been planned for Wednesday, April 21st, 2010. Other details of the agenda for that meeting will come shortly. This is the post-cabinet briefing for Monday, April 12th, 2010. Thank you.